morning, everybody. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Jim. Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Beverly. It's a beautiful day out here, guys. I hope everybody's having a good start to the week. It is beautiful. The earlier you get out here, the more beautiful it is. It's not hot yet, but in the next 30 minutes, it'll start getting pretty hot. Heat index today is supposed to be, good morning, Kathy. Good morning, Virginia. Oh, thank you for watching us on YouTube, Virginia. So today, guys, first of all, today the heat index is supposed to be like 105 to 110 degrees. So it's gonna be a hot one. Just before we went on live here, we did a short little test live over on YouTube. So if you're not following us on YouTube, please go to youtube.com and subscribe to us over there. It's free. Subscribing in YouTube terms is the same as following on Facebook. We're going to start doing some different content on there and sort of mixing and mashing it up a bit. Good morning, Daryl. Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning, everybody. Virginia is coming down Thursday. And Virginia, if you see us, make sure you say hi. Getting a lot of people saying hi to us, and you know, I appreciate it because it sort of, you know, sometimes when you're doing these lives, it sort of creates this thing where you know there's people watching, but you almost feel like you're not connected with them in a sense because, you know, when nobody's coming up. But when people come up to you and say they watch, not only is it like, you know, cool to know people that are watching you, it's also sort of breaks that barrier of knowing that your audience is, you know, not far away, which is kind of cool. So yesterday I was at Chatterbox having lunch, and a nice gentleman came up, introduced himself to me, and said he watches the page. So if you're out there, thank you for coming up, and it was a pleasure meeting you. And he's a part-time resident, has a place here, and from New York. So at least that's how I understood it. Maybe he lives here year-round, I'm not sure. But that was cool. But if you guys are not following us yet on YouTube, please go to youtube.com, type in Naples Photoblog, go to our channel and subscribe. I've also got a link directly to the page on our, from this morning. I put it on our Facebook page here. Good morning, Jamie. This is Naples Beach, just north of the Naples Pier. Good morning, Sabine from Germany. Sabine and her country folk in Germany are following us because for some reason we have a lot of German followers, which is really cool. Good morning, Carol. Good morning, Bean. Good morning, Joy. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Rose. Rose, you didn't give me a shout out last night when I shouted you out. Yeah, we're not going in the water. But guys, listen, so somebody asked already about red tide. Here's the deal on red tide. I know we're saying it a lot, so I apologize that we say it so much, but it's important. So you have to not, I need to choose my words carefully here. Just look at it for yourself. Yesterday we walked down onto the beach. And just remember this, and I'm gonna walk over here, back over here in just a moment. Just remember this. There, for many people, and I'm not gonna name names, I'm not, good morning, Scott, hey man. For many people that do what we do, you have to realize and I think you guys are gonna get it, there is something to be gained by being truthful, but not focusing on the positive. And I don't want to get too deep into it, but I think you kind of know where I'm going. There, for some reason, it's a nature inside of us all that we tend to watch the negative a little more than the positive because, you know, I used to work in a call center, and, you know, when you work in a call center, and this is years and years ago, but when you work in a call center, you leave at the end of the day thinking nobody's happy because everybody that calls you's angry. And one thing I learned, it was a good experience, and I keep it to this day, is I typically say happy people don't complain and happy people don't call. If somebody's happy, if 10 people are happy, it's very likely that none of those 10 people are going to call a business and say they're happy. But if they're unhappy, they will. So you tend to think that everything's really negative, but for some reason, negativity draws. And there's just people that are doing what we're doing that I think, while they are being very truthful, they're making it worse than it needs to be. And that's what I'll say. And I'm not speaking for the areas up in Charlotte County and all that. I mean, listen, the Charlotte County area, it's bad. But it's improving down here in Collier. These Naples beaches where we are gorgeous. I mean, they're gorgeous. And the red tide levels, even from the samples, are testing very low to even non-existent. So, I guess I'm kind of out here trying to fight the idea that our beaches are in disarray. Because if you guys look, you can see it for yourself. And the reason I sort of wanted to mention that is there's even an article in the Naples Daily News from last night talking about how the businesses are hurting, guys. Like, the businesses are just being decimated, even in the downtown area. Like, a lot of the businesses over on, you know, the Naples dock, like the charter boats and things like that, they're taking like a brutal hit. Many of them are even having to seek funding to help recover from the damage of nothing, the damage of perception. And so I think it's really important that if you have a platform like this, to use it appropriately and responsibly if we care about our community, which I do. And I just want to say that I'm not diminishing what's going on in the northern part of Naples. I'm not diminishing what's going on in Lee County or Charlotte County. We care. We see the same things you guys see. But one thing people are not seeing, because for some reason it doesn't draw attention, is they're not seeing how it's not affecting downtown Naples. And I think that's because and it's just my opinion, if they showed what's happening in downtown Naples, then the argument sort of gets lost. So I wouldn't go in the water only because the signs are still up. The signs still say there's red tide. There is some, but it is, in this part of town, it's either registering as low or non-existent. Good morning, Fred. Good morning, Sue. And Sue, it was nice seeing your husband on here yesterday. Using your account, but nice talking to your husband. Didn't know it was your husband until he told us. Good morning, Judith. Good morning, Leonie. Good morning, Daryl. Good morning, Bob. Good morning, Christine. It is a lovely day, guys. It's gorgeous. I mean, it is gorgeous. The winds are calm. They're from the east. The surf is super calm. And there's the sailboat still over here. Yeah, guys, a lot of guys go in the water. Beachcomber Dave. Beachcomber Dave is right there. He's in the water every morning. And every day that he gets out of the water, we ask him how it is, and he says he doesn't sense any red tide. Thank you, Jamie. No, the water here is not green. Yesterday when we were out here, we noticed the water was just gorgeous. It's pretty clear. And to answer a question, because we do get it, is should we come down to Naples? Should we keep our reservations for October, November, September? Should we keep our reservations? A lot of people ask that. If you have a reservation for this part of town, for south of Delnor Wiggins, I would keep my reservation all day long. I would definitely not cancel. And another thing is, please do the city and the citizens of this area a big favor and use local businesses for a while. I know that sometimes, you know, it's just easier, more convenient to use the big chains. But if you're out and about, try to find a local business and do something with a local business. You know, we've been going to Chatterbox. They had, by the way, they had a fantastic grand opening here in Naples, the Chatterbox 2. And they were slammed on their opening night and through the weekend. And one thing I'll tell you, having gone there several times now, is their portions are massive. I mean, really, their portions are crazy. Like the salad, if you guys get a chef salad, it's good enough to share for 2 adults. But I got to make a recommendation because it's on their appetizer. So if you go over to Chatterbox 2, and this could even act as your meal if you want to eat terrible for the day. It is not healthy, this specific item, but get the appetizer nachos. They're $10, and it's enough for an entire table to split. But my gosh, guys, it's like got everything on it. It's got chili, beer, cheese, soup. Oh, this girl, man, what is she? Look at that, man. I wish I could do that. I wish I could stand on my head. Sometimes I feel like I stood on my head. Yeah, so Emily's talking about Bonita Beach. Bonita Beach is a totally different condition than Naples. And I think that's hard for some people to understand because it's not that far away. But guys, for some reason, and I was even talking about this yesterday with my brother-in-law, we really don't understand how it's even possible, but it has happened to where there's like something that happens between Delnor Wiggins and here, and it's like completely different. It's not even remotely the same. Yeah, you're funny, Scott. I'm not gonna get in trouble. I'm not gonna have that girl hunting me down. There's a young lady on the beach here doing some yoga. Dave, how's it going, man? And Scott's trying to get me in trouble. And there's somebody swimming in the water. Good morning, Mike. Good morning, Tom. Oh no, don't lump me in that, Sue. Don't lump me in that. You know, I was seeing, I think she did for a moment. Yeah, I think she got up on her head, all the way on her head for a moment.
She's trying to get over
Yeah,
her head,
yeah.
but she's on an angle with the sand.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, it's not helping her.
Yeah. Pretty spread now.
Yep.
How's it
So,
going?
so those very good. And yourself? So are those markers that are out there? Are those? I've seen them out there before, but I don't remember seeing them out there recently. Were those replaced?
Probably.
And I'm assuming that's for the boats because there's been boats coming in a little close.
I'm assuming the same thing because that one just showed up over the last couple of days because I thought it was somebody's.
Hi, Sandy.
Surprise!
Somebody's cap. I thought it was swimming cap.
Yeah, I've seen them out there before, but I don't
gotta see the
recall
yoga
seeing them
girl.
out there.
It's
There's
probably
Yoga
just
Girl.
right there because they're only supposed to come in so close.
Yeah, I've seen some boats in closer than that recently. And what
Yeah,
we're talking about,
I know.
guys, is there's some, I don't think it's going to show up on camera, but there's some orange floating markers out in the Gulf coming down the beach.
Oh, yeah.
And I believe those are to keep boats from coming. That's like to notify boats they're not allowed to come in closer than that.
See any other ones?
Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3,
One there.
4 that I can
One
see.
there. Yep.
Yeah.
And you're right. I don't remember seeing those before.
I've seen them before, but I haven't seen them recently.
You know where I see more stuff like that is by the beach club,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of people that go there, and the same.
They
thing,
probably don't want people coming
right.
up. Yep.
And the same thing over by the Laudermilk.
Yep.
So it could be either shallow or it could be, I don't know. That is weird.
So Doris thought for crab pots. No, and the first thing I thought was crab pots, but I've seen these before, and they're so uniform down the beach, and they go right up to the pier that I think those are markers for boats. And I'm pretty sure it is because I've seen them over the years, but they haven't been there lately, so I don't know what's up with that.
Oh, look what you're wearing.
Oh yeah, this is my old t-shirt.
What?
My old t-shirt. So Sandy and I normally wear our nice shirts and stuff, but
I like it.
it's pretty hot out, and so I'm trying to. I don't know if it'll show up on camera. Naples photo blog. Yeah.
Yes, showing.
So, anyways, I've had these for a while, but then Sandy and I got some nice shirts. So.
Yeah, very nice. Looks like they're doing a family portrait out
Yeah.
there too.
Yeah, I got a photo session going on here.
Do you recognize the photographer?
I don't, but I bet my brother-in-law does. Thank you, Sue. That's a nice husband and wife team there.
Oh, Gemma, I said hi. Gemma.
Gemma, hello. Yeah, I don't know, Scott. I think it has something to do being near the pier. I don't think it's like... Oh, look at Dave. Look at Dave. Look at Dave.
Where?
Oh, Dave.
Oh, he's
Dave.
talking
Oh,
to the
yeah.
yoga girl.
Yeah, he made the move. Dave made the move.
Oh, he wants her to stand on her head again.
Yeah. Yeah.
He wants to.
Dave's looking for a girlfriend, too. But Dave won't come on camera. He likes to talk to you guys, but he doesn't want to come on camera. But he knows I get him on camera from a distance, so he doesn't mind that.
Oh, okay.
Good morning, Cindy. It's a really quiet day, which is nice. So tomorrow, guys, and I won't say too much about it, but tomorrow we will not be live tomorrow morning. Maybe or maybe not after.
Another appointment.
Yeah, so I don't know if we'll be live tomorrow. We have a meeting tomorrow morning, Sandy and I, at 9 o'clock. And
That's not yours, is it?
yeah,
Oh, is that your bag?
yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
You look so professional. Like that
I'm doing a time lapse. So we have a meeting in the morning. Yeah, I'm doing a time lapse.
Nice.
Yeah, that's right. That's
You're
right.
Professional.
That's right. We know what we're doing around here. So we have a meeting in the morning with another business in town that would hopefully we can provide some help to. It's a business all you guys know. Hopefully we get something done tomorrow and we can come out here and talk about it on a final basis. And that'd be really cool. Great company, great group of people. And I don't know where Sandy's going. Where's Sandy going? So it's a great group of people, great business, and hopefully tomorrow, when we're done, we can say we have formally a relationship with this business, and go forward. Provide some really cool content and help them out as well, which I think most of these businesses here in town kind of need. So it'd be cool. And You know, here's the thing, guys. Even though Sandy is way back here, I can't talk about her without her knowing it because she's got her earpiece in and she's listening to me talk right now. So, yeah, she's stealing my bench. I would pick on her a little bit right here because I love to pick on her, but I can't because she can hear every word I'm saying as she's laughing down there.
Bike rack and I don't know. It's a little bit of a pain to rock my bike up because the chain is so long and it really takes a second. I'm just being
Sue
lazy.
thought you were stealing my bench.
I put my bike. I was like, which one's Brandon's?
Yep.
I should have put my bike.
Yep.
Just gonna lay it right on top because
She
now
chose
it's
the other
dry.
bench.
Because Brandon likes that.
Oh, is it dry?
It's
Is it
a
dry?
little dry. I don't know.
All right. I'll have to sit on my bench before we leave today.
And these guys were saying that I did a beautiful live last night. So
Oh
thank
my
you.
God, guys, listen.
It God did that one.
If you guys didn't see the live last night, go back and watch it when we're
Oh
done
my
here.
God.
Don't leave this live to go watch it. Just
Right.
just wait and then go back and watch it. But
Yes.
so yesterday evening, it was kind of crazy. It was like really nasty weather. Well, not nasty weather. It was cloudy.
cloudy.
Just really
It was
cloudy.
everywhere.
It felt like a northeastern type of evening because it was
Yeah.
like not rainy, but just really overcast.
Yes.
And you would have sworn there would not have been a sunset. I would have sworn there would never have been a sunset. And what I've learned, and I know Sandy knows this, I mean, we always talk about this.
We always say that, yeah.
The days that, the days that are like really clear, when the weather is like beautiful like this all day, the sunsets you go, okay, well, it's going to be a beautiful sunset. Except the sunsets are like, they're good, but they're not like epic good. The epic good sunsets are the ones where you think there's not going to be a sunset, and then it happens.
Yeah.
And that's what happened last night. It was like the most insanely beautiful
I had about
sunset.
People know that I'm the sunset person, right?
Yep.
People I've known for a long time, and you guys know. So people that know my personal cell number.
Yes, Ann, you can.
I must have got 5 texts of people saying, "Sandy, are you capturing this right
Yep.
now?"
It was
people local
incredible.
that-
It was incredible. But even from my house, I couldn't see it. That's how,
know.
like, different it was.
Well, like I said, even I live less than a mile away, and I have a window that faces west. But I've got houses and stuff, and I saw a tiny bit of light, but wasn't much to really tell me anything. And
Yep.
so I took a drive, and surprised, it was such a
Beautiful. It was gorgeous.
beautiful sunset.
Good morning, Carol. Good morning, Kathy. That's going to be a really nice photo.
Someone's leaving Wildwood. People just leaving trash all over. What was that? Joshua.
Who said what?
Oh, Joshua from the Dirty Beaches here in New Jersey. Oh, okay.
Did he say Wildwood?
Wildwood, New Jersey.
That's where my dad is from, Wildwood.
Oh, okay.
Wildwood, New Jersey.
He said they have dirty beaches.
Wildwood's nice, though. Wildwood is
I don't
like
think anything compares to this place.
nothing compares to Naples. I mean,
We're
from
so
my
spoiled.
experience, yeah, nothing compares to Naples. And yes, I'm
Well,
biased, but
When Siesta Key, when it doesn't have red tide and dead fish,
Yeah.
Siesta Key is amazing. It's beautiful as well.
Wendy Seifert says, see you next week. See you next week, Wendy. It's been a while since I've been to Wildwood, but I always liked it. My dad's family's from there. My dad's from there before moving to North Carolina. And then that's where I was born and raised. But I always liked it.
I'm sure Josh was saying, well, not all areas are bad, so
Yeah.
which I'm sure is not.
Scott says, you never take your helmet off. It cracks him up. He can't wait to take it off because it's so hot.
Oh, because Scott wears the helmet too. I mean, Scott bikes.
No, I think he's just saying, I don't know. I think he's just saying you need to take your helmet off because it's too hot.
Oh, no. It's just like Brandon wearing his hat right
Yeah,
now.
it's pretty hot.
Well, see, I have ventilation. Look.
Yeah, she has ventilation. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
So that's a little different. Brandon's wearing a ball cap, which I love wearing ball caps too. And those can be stifling on your head and make your head sweaty.
Yep.
But I have at least some holes in this hat. Yeah, I don't take it off because it's...
I'll give another service announcement for a business in town. Something I read in the Naples Daily News. I've been trying to read the Naples Daily News more so that I can get like some information for you guys. not that I agree with all their like political stuff, but like the local stuff is really good. So like Naples Daily News has a really good local section. And so they were talking about not only a lot of the charter businesses are suffering, they were talking about how like some of the businesses on Fifth Avenue are suffering. And one of them is Kilwins. So do you know what Kilwins is?
Yeah.
Oh man, those guys are
ice
amazing.
cream, fudge.
Oh my God, that place is like the most.
They pump out the smell.
It
so you
is,
can
guys.
smell
It's like,
it.
if you haven't been to Kilwins,
Cookies,
and no,
candy.
Kilwins isn't paying me to say this, but if you haven't been to Kilwins,
No,
it's
there's
insane.
lines. Season, there's lines.
But they started a service that a lot of people don't know about. So if you come to the beach, if you, let's see, if you come down to the beach
And you want an ice cream.
and you want an ice cream, milkshake or whatever, you call them up and you make your order and they'll bring it to you on the beach.
Can you do it on your phone? Though?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't done it.
They're doing that.
But they just started this last month.
Wow.
But the problem is because of the lack of people on the beach, because of the horrible red tide, which doesn't exist down here in
this area.
they're getting no business. So if you're on the beach and you're coming out for a beach day, call up Kilwins and get you some ice cream on the beach. There.
I like it.
Fresh homemade fudge. Their fudge
Fudge, yeah.
is insane. And that's the thing. So listen, I'm going to be upfront with you guys as we are. I got to lose some weight. I got to get rid of some belly. I got to get rid of some belly. So
work out with me, Brandon.
yeah, well, keep working out with, whenever I work out with Sandy. So Sandy and I don't like work out together, but sometimes we'll do cardio together. I want to do cardio with her because I typically like do 20 minutes of cardio.
He'll keep going.
But when I work out with
Makes me
Sandy,
feel bad.
yeah,
Because he's competitive.
I am
so
competitive.
He doesn't want to stop if I even stop.
when I'm working out with Sandy, we go so long, it's over an hour that the machine stops. And the machine's like basically saying, don't you want to stop now? And I'm
Yeah,
like, no,
it's-
because Sandy hasn't stopped.
Get off, it's over an hour. But I was proud of Brandon because Brandon still went after the full hour.
Well, yeah, because I was going to wait until you said, are we done? So the last 2 times we've done this, it's been Sandy and I it's been me basically waiting on Sandy to say I give. But she won't. So,
Because I'll just keep going.
Yeah.
But Brandon's got a family and he's got, kids.
yeah, I
and
can't stay at the gym all
Can't
night.
stay all night where I'm like, I'll just keep going.
Mike says, I'm a diabetic and will take the extra insulin for Kilwins.
Aw.
Yeah,
Kilwins.
I don't think you should do that, Mike. And here's the thing: is I got to be careful, man. You know what? I bet you they have some sugar-free options or some kind of like
They probably do.
sugar-conscious stuff. I'm sure they do.
Sugar-free stuff
Diabetic
isn't good,
conscious.
though.
It's not as good.
It's
No.
not, it doesn't taste as
No.
good, nor is it good for you.
But if you could not have it, you would take it. Like if you like could not have sugar, you would do it.
I don't know.
You don't know. I would.
I'd probably do my own ice cream, and I would do like make popsicles and stuff.
Do you guys remember the low carb craze there for a while where, and I know it still goes on, but I'm talking about on a different level, where they were making low carb Doritos. It's like I think back to this stuff because I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this stuff.
Like chips and all that.
Well, they have
maybe it's all
baked.
salt, maybe.
They have low salt and they have baked, but they used to have this like it was branded as low carb Doritos, and they tasted like cardboard. Like really, it felt like you were eating a cardboard box. Crazy. And they stopped making it.
You know what my sister does, which is a great idea. She does which takes a while to make, but I'm surprised if they don't have it out in the market right now, is the kale chips. So,
Oh, I like kale chips.
So taking the kale, and you can do it yourself, but it's just a pain in the butt. So you're peeling the kale, you're washing it, you're salt and peppering it, and then it takes a long time to actually cook it in the oven. But I'm sure it's amazing. Anything with a bunch of salt and pepper on it probably tastes amazing. So
Somebody's asking what machine you use. What are we talking about?
machine.
Sue is asking. Sue, what machine are you referring to?
When we work out.
Oh, when we work out. Well, I use the elliptical. Yeah, because I don't like pounding on my knees.
Yeah,
So-
and I like everything. I like
Yeah.
the stair mill, the mill that the stairs just keep
Yeah.
going. Like you
That's like
have to
terrible. That's the one that
continue.
makes me feel like I'm having a heart attack.
That thing, you will sweat.
Yeah, you
the
will.
first
You'll
couple
die,
of
is what you'll
minutes.
do. You'll die. Not Sandy, but I would
Oh,
die.
I can go for hours on that, but it's slowly. I'm not like racing, and I'm like, I'm doing 2 steps at a time, and it just keeps like an escalator. It just keeps going. That's a great workout, guys. That's so good for your this and that.
Your bottom.
All that. Love it. And of course, I bike every day, so I don't usually go on the bikes. When it's raining, I'll
Yeah,
go
I
on
don't
the
do the
bike.
bikes. I'm like such a creature of habit. Once I get into something, I stick with that, and it's always been the elliptical machine for me. But it's also because the elliptical machines don't have any behind them. I don't like doing cardio with people standing behind me. So, let's go back and get in the shade over here. Oh. Listen, it's tempting. I mean, their fudge is like really insane. And the first time I ever had Kilwins was actually in Rock, North Carolina. They have a Kilwins up there, and we fell in love with it. And then we're driving down Fifth Avenue one day, and my son says, "Hey, there's that place that they had in Blowing Rock, North Carolina." So I was like really excited, and then I'm like, man, that's like the worst thing. It's like getting a Krispy Kreme in Naples. As much as I want one, the day we do it is like, I'm gonna have to figure out a new lifestyle. Oh, my bench, it's dry. My bench is dry, and it looks so inviting.
And Doris was asking, is there much beach south of the pier? And there is. There's a lot of beach.
Is there what?
Beach south of the pier.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a lot of beach south of the pier.
You can walk all the way down to Gordon's Pass.
So,
the
the pier is what avenue? 12th.
Yeah, I think so.
So if the pier is 12th, the beach goes down to 32nd.
Well, the avenues go to 33rd.
33rd. So the avenues go to 33rd. So
you
that's
can go further.
you can go further, but that's the last
That's the last
public access. So there's a lot of beach.
But you can still go to 33rd and keep walking.
Yeah, you can go all the way down to the pass.
To the pass. So Gordon's Pass is all the way at the end. That's where I bike to. I bike all the way down to Gordon's Pass, and all the boats go through there.
Yep.
Then north of here is Doctor's Pass, they call it. And Doctor's Pass is another pass that the boats are going through all those wonderful neighborhoods up that way,
Yep.
Park Shore area. So
Yep.
so I bike all the way past that and come all around. There's dead ends, and then I have to go down Creighton and then pass it up, because I love biking on the coastline because it's just pretty bike ride.
I bet you I would like riding bikes, but I'm not going to haul my bike down here.
You know what they have though? Everybody's buying these electric bikes. You can't even tell they're electric.
Yeah, but I don't want to do it if I'm not pedaling.
Well, you can do both.
Oh, okay.
So if you end up far away, like this one guy, I'm like, that's no fair. At first I thought he had a regular, like, it's got big wheels too. So there's no way that they can easily pass me with no effort. You
Right.
know, and I finally figured out, oh, it's an electric bike.
So it's electric and he's pedaling. So
Yeah.
it's like it's
You
like
can
assisting
do
him.
both, yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I don't know how exactly that works, if you can control how much you're doing it, but it's an option. I guess sometimes, like, I want to bike really far away, and then you think, oh my God, it's torture riding back.
Yeah.
But the other scary thing is getting a flat tire. So I think I
Yep.
need to invest in a patch kit of some kind.
Yeah, but that's not going to help you when you're out because you don't have the pump.
Well, they have the tiny ones.
Oh, that's
They're
right.
about this
oh, that's
big.
true.
They're like,
Yeah. But
I've seen
just
them,
call
guys.
somebody.
call a friend.
Call a friend, not me. Call
You
a
told me
friend.
last time to call you. I almost did, but I was like, I'm
No,
not
if
going to call
you
It was
ever
on the
had to, you
weekend
could
again.
definitely call me. Definitely.
Almost did. I'm like, no, I'm actually, I rode on a flat tire for 6 miles because it wasn't hitting the rim yet.
Oh yeah.
But I couldn't go more than maybe 6 miles an
And
hour.
that can mess your tire up too.
Oh, everything.
Yeah,
I
destroy
did-
your tire.
not the tire itself, but of course I got a new tube. There was a piece of glass in my tire, and luckily I didn't ruin the rim. But if it was hitting the rim, I would have jumped off the bike and huffed it. But yeah, it was about 6 miles or more out.
Does Sandy fear for her life during season? Listen, I gotta tell you guys, Sandy is not very careful, I don't think. But I don't know, maybe she is. But she has her share of. I mean, I've talked to Sandy one time when she's had, a fall and.
Yeah, see, that's why even when I'm walking, I keep the helmet on.
Yeah, it's just
I'm wearing the gloves.
it's
you
the
guys.
right thing.
It's And this is actually good. I'm not getting all the old age sunspots.
Oh, here we go. That's right, because you're 50 now.
I'm 50
She's
now.
50.
My gosh, you know, people are wondering, how do you keep your hands so white?
Yeah.
Just kidding. That's pretty much when I'm in the sun.
Good morning, John. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Bob. Good morning, everybody.
Oh, your mom's watching.
Hello to my mother.
Aw, thank you, Sue. Sue's worried about me, too. Only because Brandon said
Don't worry, Sue. I take care of her. She goes out and rides late at night, and there's times where I've followed her home. She doesn't even know it. We're like, my son and I are following behind her. And I'm like, let's just stay behind her, because she's like not even aware that she's out here at night when she probably shouldn't be.
Last night, and I did drive last night. I loved that sunset so much. It was almost pitch black, but I'm like, well, I got my car, right?
Yeah.
So I was good, but still, yeah.
Oh, you were in your car last night?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
I did think about that, because it was so dark when you finished. I'm like, man,
it was really dark.
Because
They actually turned it on
Because
me.
you tell people where you are.
I know.
Because somebody asked where you were, and I was like, don't tell people where you are. Like, because the people who comment here are really, really nice, but you don't know about the people who are watching and not commenting. So I try to tell her, like, don't tell people where
I'm
you are,
going in a
especially if you're by
different spot
yourself.
Next time, you guys. Undisclosed.
Yeah, so like last night, she's telling people where she is, and then it's like, I'm signing off now, and it's dark out, and I'm like, oh, there she's going to be on her bike. Everybody knows where she is.
No, I was in my car. And I
Okay.
carry a 45 Magnum.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Really? Is that right? Now I'm really impressed. Now you're talking my
Couple
language. Yeah, there we
One
go.
of those electric shockers.
Oh, shocker. I think those are junk. You're not going to shock anybody.
And a mace.
Come on. Mace,
I wear one of those police officer things like this, and I carry pack and heat everything.
Sandy's still wearing the fanny packs. She's keeping fanny
Mom
packs
got
trendy.
it. Mom got it. I love it because you can put your heat inside.
See, Sandy's carrying the heat.
Aw, my mom said we're great. Thanks, Mom.
I can't, every time I see, I don't know why I don't notice her last name.
Pelkowski Rosiak.
I guess because whenever I see Rosiak, then I know it's like Sandy's family. But for some reason, when your mom posts, I don't know. I always see is Christine.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. When your sister posts, I see.
Maybe because,
Where is
let
it?
me see her picture again. Mom, you got to change your, for fun. No, it's a picture of her, right?
It's pretty safe here, guys. It's just one of those things where we have a lot of people watching, and at times it's like you tend to sort of,
You know, you get naive, and
Yeah,
I'm the same way. You know, you get naive. It's such a beautiful area. Everybody's super, super sweet. And I have been, before doing this, I have been followed home before. So, and
Yeah.
just by punks, you know, just by young kids, maybe 19 years old.
Yeah.
And they were on bikes, and they were just fooling around, like just trying to scare me, I think. But you never know. I mean, I had no idea they were following me, and then they kept talking to me and catcalling, you know, and I was like, holy crap. So of course I didn't go right into my place. I went, you know, around.
Yep. Yeah, it's like, I think 99% of people out here are the greatest people, but it doesn't take but the one that's like crazy and wacko. And it's like, I don't want to, like, my wife gets scared when I talk about like crazy people, but it's just, I mean, they're everywhere. It doesn't have to be anybody from Naples photo blog. Like, you could be a crazy person anywhere.
Yeah.
Because there's no crazy people in our photo blog.
No, everybody in the photo
absolutely
blog
not.
is not crazy, just different.
Your mom says your dad is watching too, so tell your dad hi.
Hi, Daddy. My dad, call him Daddy. He's my daddy.
Hey, I still call, you know what? I still call my dad Daddy.
Aww.
Yeah, but I think it's a Southern thing, because I am
I'm
from
Michigan.
North Carolina,
And I'm from Michigan.
and I think a
And
lot
I'm a
of
girl,
people,
though, so.
and I call my mom Mother, which a lot of people find really odd.
Oh, yeah. It's like Mommy Dearest almost.
Yeah, but it's like
Mother.
we have a normal relationship. It's not one of those like, yeah, really crazy, like, you know, tea and crumpets relationship type things. Like, it's,
Mother.
we have like just a Southern relationship, but, you know, down home. But yeah, it's Mother. It's not Mom. It's never been Mom.
I have other friends that have kids like my age, my kids' age, in their 20s, and they call their parents by their first names.
Oh yeah, that just is like the weirdest thing for me.
That is weird. I'm like, how come they call you that? Does that mean they're not?
Yeah, I could not call my parents by their first name. First of all, I was never allowed to. And
Yeah,
second of all, I think it would be
right.
very odd.
Yeah, because growing up, I mean, my parents were like, you know, that's Mrs., you know, especially my generation, Brandon.
Sandy's generation. See, Sandy always loves to draw this generation gap
My
between us.
generation, right?
Which I don't know. How does that work? So how does generation? Because when does it become your generation to my generation? Because you're 10 years older than I am.
Thanks for pointing that out.
But you've already said your age. It's now a matter of me saying my age.
right.
Because you've said your age. So at what point does it become?
Because it's a decade?
I don't know. Does
Because
anybody know that?
From decade to decade, there's usually a change in the evolution of life, of industry, of...
I wondered this a lot, not with you and I, just in general. Like, when does it become a different generation? I mean, is it a formal thing?
I seem to think it's like a 10-year gap.
A 10-year gap?
So, you know, music changes in 10 years, and, you know, lifestyles change in 10 years. And usually less than that, there's not a huge change. But when you look back 10 years ago, we didn't have that, did we?
10 years? No, nobody was doing this 10 years ago.
Exactly. And we didn't have, you know, there's so many things have changed. And it's usually like a 10-year gap.
Scott asking if I got a haircut.
Can you tell?
You can tell? I mean, it's like I'm a little short. I'm a little short on this side today. I don't know. It's a little high. Maybe I need to cut this down a little bit.
18 years is a decade.
18 years is a decade?
Michael says that.
18 years is a decade? Like,
What?
really?
Andy's right. Every decade's 10 years.
All right, so one person's telling us a decade is 18 years, and one's saying it's 10 years. 18 seems a bit far, because that would put Sandy and I well in the same generation, right? I mean, you are significantly older than me. I mean, so we'll be at the gym.
I'll act younger than
Listen,
Brandon.
we'll be at the gym, and
I can run circles.
well,
around
first of all, yeah, I mean, it's either a compliment to her or it's a knock on me that she does have 10 years on me, and she's like significantly in better shape than I am. But here's the
It's
thing
not-
that's weird,
it's not
though.
just the shape. It's the. It's I significantly am smarter and brighter than he is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But that I guess that comes with age.
Yeah, yeah. You're
See, that's what you were supposed
yeah,
to say if you were
yeah.
quick.
But the thing is, like, the thing is
Oh, look at that.
yeah, that's cool.
What?
So man, I lost my train of thought. I don't know why I lost my train of thought.
Why?
Why did I lose my train of thought?
The photographer.
Yeah, the photographer. I got the photographer. I lost my train of thought with the photographer. Man, it is like a beach, a photography morning out here today. Man, look down here.
Oh, look at that. A lot
We
of
got
posers.
photos
We
everywhere.
got posers everywhere. Posers.
Uh-oh, we're gonna have to move. We're gonna be in the shot.
That means we're posing. I mean posers because they're posing.
Yeah, they're posing, not posers. They're posers because they're posing.
That's correct.
Gosh, what was I gonna say?
It's plural.
Oh, so here's what I was gonna say. Yeah, that was a squirrel moment for sure. So
See, he's acting a lot older than me. He's forgetting his thoughts.
yeah, I'm forgetting already. So we'll be doing like we'll be working out, and we'll be doing something on the elliptical machine. And Sandy and I'll be chit-chatting during our workout because we do it for an hour. Look how low that plane is. And yes, that's a squirrel moment, but I have to show you. Look how low that plane is.
Yeah, that's your drone.
I have never, I don't even think that's legal, and I'm very serious. He's got to be below 500 feet.
Oh, it's not a seaplane. I was going to say maybe it's landing in the water.
So
but
see,
he-
typically they try to keep the planes over 500 feet because drones are allowed to fly up to 400
yeah,
feet.
that one's definitely.
So, and that's definitely lower than 500 feet. And that's how they keep a barrier. They keep a 100-foot buffer between the lowest plane and the highest drone. That right there is very low. Wow, that's low.
Yeah, and I thought that was a seaplane. Definitely is not because he did not have a floaters.
A decade is 10 years, so I'll get back to that in a moment. But here's what's funny about that. So we'll be working out, and Sandy will sometimes say, "Hey, have you ever heard of?" And I'm like, she'll, like when you tell me, like, "Have you ever heard of somebody?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, how
I know, but
how
they-
young do you think I am? Like, these are like the most obvious names
Some
of
people just
people.
don't know. Like, if you're not into the entertainment or
I don't know what name you use, but I would say like
movies,
Bob
or-
Seger. I could see you saying like, there was this really
You
good
heard of this
musician.
band named Led Zeppelin?
Yeah, have you ever heard of this band named Led Zeppelin, or have you ever heard of this singer named Bob Seger? And I'm like, how old do you think I am? How young do you think I
Like a
am?
baby. Look at his little baby.
No.
face.
So now we're getting confirmation of 10 years being a decade being a generation. But for millennials, it extends much more. Well, I guess I'm really more confused than ever now.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't seem like it's an even 10 years across the board.
Uh-oh. Something.
We're not in their shot, are we? Sure hope not.
They must have a baby or
Yeah,
an
they have
animal,
a
or-
small child.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They have a couple kids, one of them being really small.
Yeah, because I'm looking. He's like, oh, looky, and I'm like, oh, looky.
Oh gosh, I would be so embarrassed. I would be so embarrassed. I would not. I have to think about that with Sandy because Sandy does not get embarrassed and I do. You will not embarrass Sandy. At least not that I've found yet.
Not too much. I think the older you get, Brandon.
The older you get.
The older you get, the less embarrassed you are. Because it's like, who cares?
Yeah, I guess.
And
It's not even that I care. Like, my shyness doesn't come from caring. It's just this natural thing. Yeah, it's this natural thing that I've got to fight through. And I think when people see that we do this, they wouldn't assume that I'm shy. But this is comfortable to me.
I
Huh?
used to be shy until I graduated high school. I used to be extremely shy, where I'd walk with my head down and
Why? What do you think it was?
I don't know. I was the baby in my family, and you know, I think my parents are watching, so I could say that they scared the heck out of me with people in general, and you know, just to be careful, and you know, you think I would like heed their warning now as an adult, but back
It's
then,
your age.
because I was so young.
Yeah.
I was, you know, very naive, and still am, but more naive, of course, when you're young and a little girl. And I probably was very susceptible to, you know, stranger danger. So I wouldn't go next to anybody. I thought everybody was a stranger. Wouldn't, you know, had to memorize our phone number, our address, but not to tell anybody. So my parents were really good about security of me not talking to anyone, and that
Good
made
parents. They cared.
They cared. It made me really shy though. But
Yeah.
again, until I.
But
someone's
as a
in your-
parent of two young boys,
Someone's in your seat.
oh no, somebody stole my bench. Okay. All right, guys, this is too much. This is too much. Don't they know that I need to tell them to watch the Naples photo blog because then they'll know that that's my
Do you
bench?
carry cards with you?
I do. I was out of them the other day because I've handed them out. But yes, I do carry cards.
I have. So if they would like one, we can give it to them. They look like fun.
I just saw. I'm not even gonna say it.
Uh-oh.
It's pretty gross, but it's comical.
Can I see?
I just saw someone pop someone's pimple on their back. Aren't you glad I told you that?
You can see that happening though.
Yeah.
People need help, can't reach the
Yeah.
back area.
You gotta have some help. At least you got a loved one that's willing to do it, right? Right here. I just had an idea.
Are you just leaving it?
Yeah.
Like litter?
No. What litter? Litter is for trash. Litter's for trash. That's not trash.
It's like litter loitering.
All right, see, this is the time of the day where it's starting to get hot, and I notice it.
Stamp on the pier, whatever this is.
You know what I saw a company doing a while back was they would go to the beach accesses, and they would hire an artist to use these turnarounds, like really early in the morning, and they would draw their logo. They would chalk their logo really largely into the turnaround, which I think is really a creative idea.
Oh.
And I guess it's not considered anything since it's not permanent. Too much information. Yes, Judith, I know. But I felt like I had to say it. I could not be the only one that saw it and knew it.
These guys are wearing long sleeves.
Yeah, like a dude like me would be melting right now. Long sleeve shirts in the summertime.
It's very warm.
Yeah. No, I think that I'll stick to my t-shirt. And that's why I'm not even wearing my Naples Photoblog polo. Because it's so hot. I have it with me, but I'm not wearing it.
Oh, I just saw some big fire. Look at that big one. Big guy. Big guy.
Fire ant. I know. I need to figure out something regarding my bench. Let's see if I can put this.
So Cindy says she's shy because she might say something wrong. I
Yeah.
say something wrong all the time, Cindy.
Yeah, but Sandy just doesn't care.
I get in trouble.
You get in trouble?
I do. I say things sometimes.
How do you get in trouble? You don't get in trouble.
Well, some people might not agree with what I'm saying. Well, kind of like the gross comment you made. Similar.
Yeah,
to that.
it didn't go over well. But it was truthful. I mean, we all need somebody that loves us like that, right? That's willing to do that?
Just willing to
Yeah, pop your pimples.
pop your pimples.
It's disgusting.
All eyes on me. We'll take care of Cruz. Hey, Cruz.
Hey, Cruz, dude, look back here.
Eyes on me, Cruz. There you go.
Those family pictures are gonna be gorgeous, but that guy's shirt is soaked.
Yeah.
They're gonna make good pictures though.
Yeah.
Beautiful family.
Absolutely. Don't really want to be wearing a wife beater t-shirt. Oh, is that bad to say?
No, I mean, isn't that what they're called?
Wife beaters?
Isn't it called a wife beater t-shirt?
It's a tank top.
Like the plain white tank top. That's like, yeah, it's a wife beater. Why did they? You know what? Why do they call it a wife beater?
Because Jerry Springer.
Oh, we're going back to Jerry Springer. Is this really the truth?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know if Brandon's ever heard of Jerry Springer, but I think he lives here in Naples or has a home.
oh, he
here.
does.
I think so. But yeah, he used to call it that. But I'm sure he wasn't the first one that said it. So I don't know.
We were watching you trying to get on your head there.
You know what? I always did headstands like everywhere we go. Like if we show up on the side of in the Pacific, I had my hips replaced.
Oh no.
And I lost all my back muscle, my stomach. It's like no muscle. So I'm trying to get back.
Yeah.
So it's humbling. So humbling. Because it used to be like, I thought everyone would do headstands. But I'm going to keep at
Hey,
it.
go for it.
'Cause
I
can
thought
see
you pulled
guys-
it off though. I thought you pulled it off there at the end.
I didn't
No.
want to see you. I was like coming up right as he said, "Oh my God, she's doing handstand." I missed it.
Because a true headstand, I used to be able to go up, go down, go up. I could pick my, to test
spot.
your core. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well, you could do it against the wall. I'm sure that's how you practice, right?
I'm going to go home and keep practicing.
Yeah.
I guess I was blown away that you can lose your muscle so quickly.
Wow.
But my whole thing was
Yeah.
about like blocking out the embarrassment of doing it in public.
Mm-hmm.
But it was more of a connection
Yeah.
with our girls too, because we'd be driving along the coast of California. Oh, here's how so wherever I would just like throw up a headstand, the side of a sand dune.
so cool.
Do a headstand, Mom. So I just,
That's so.
They would take a picture of you.
so I'm trying to get back to still live my
You'll get it.
life in my age. Has
Oh.
me.
It doesn't
You
take
guys
long to
get
get your
it,
muscle
like-
back. Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping.
It doesn't take long. It comes back.
Someday I'm gonna be strong again.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. You will. Totally fit. Svelte.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be svelte. I just want to do my dad.
Just want to do your headstand.
Exactly. Because there's something about it, the concentration, that you can see your world upside down. And it's peaceful. It's like, it's weird. Isn't it weird? I'm so over spiritualizing it.
No,
But it's like a sweet thing for me.
You could actually do it with the what are those called? The straps.
The yoga.
Yeah, but this,
Flying yoga. That one?
well, there's that
Sal keeps asking when we work.
in the gym.
Well, that's a secret, Sal.
Which is
we do have jobs. I do marketing for a living, and this is an extension of what I do. And I do have my own marketing business that I work with.
I'm Charles.
Charles, how
How
you
are
doing?
you, man?
Nice to meet you.
Same here.
You follow the page?
Oh yeah, I'm on there. Yeah.
Oh, very
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I live off of Livingston,
Okay.
so I just moved down here in December.
All right. Very
So
cool.
yeah, now I'm on it. I check it out all
Thank
the
you
time.
very much. I appreciate it, man.
Sure. Yeah, I'm subscribed and all too on YouTube. But
Thank you so much.
yeah, I do a lot of IT work. So I have a site
Okay.
called Naples.com, NAPLZ.com,
Okay. And
Yeah.
NLPZ.com?
NAPLZ.com.
NAPLZ.com. All
And
right.
there's a bunch of small businesses that advertise on there. I rent out space to them,
Okay.
and it's kind of got sliders, and it's got the live cam from the Naples Beach Hotel in the center of it.
Oh, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, check it out.
All right. Very cool.
Yeah, you do a good job.
Thank you for following. I
Oh,
appreciate
sure,
it.
yeah.
Thank
I'm
you
on
very
my
much.
morning, every 2 or 3 days a week I'll come down here and do 3 miles. So I head out to the end of the pier.
Well, say hi, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice
All right,
to know.
good meeting you.
Very nice to meet you as
Take
well.
care.
I love that.
And I'm only so nice because he's out during the day. So sometimes I'm out biking and I stop and he catches me when he's doing the live. And it's just, we've been doing this together. It's fun.
Isn't it great? Living
Yeah, you guys got to realize that when you do marketing, things like this, when you do marketing for a living and you pride yourself
Sandy,
on your marketing,
Sandy,
you things like this are actually not sort of, excuse me,
yeah. No, life
are
is
sort of like not off the clock per se. This is sort of an extension of what I am as a marketer. So, you know, in terms of us being out here, without getting too much into detail about my personal stuff, this is sort of what we do. Just met another fan. So thank you guys for coming up and thank you guys for coming up and yeah, thank you. Thank you guys for coming up again. We're starting to get more and more people coming up to us, and I really do appreciate it. Actually,
Is that someone that knew?
yeah, well, it's somebody who watches us every morning.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then this young lady here, the headstander, she didn't know, but she wants to follow, so I just gave her a call.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, it's nice to sort of. Oh, you know what I will say? It's nice to sort of know that people in the community are noticing, because we have a lot of people from outside of the area. But one thing that was really cool is, and it's a testament to the followers of this page, when I went Saturday to Chatterbox, I saw Ted there, and obviously they were open. And I was asking Ted, you know, how did your grand opening go? And he said that so many people came in there and were like, from Naples Photo Blog, that we really, really helped him.
Aw,
And
you didn't tell me that.
I know, I forgot to tell you that.
That's
And then
awesome.
yesterday I went and had lunch there, and a gentleman who was there
Go back. I
eating.
haven't been back there yet.
That's all right.
You need to go back.
A gentleman who was eating there saw me come in and came up and introduced himself as a fan of the page, and he said he was there because of us talking about it. So
Wow, that is cool.
I'm really glad that we were able to help with those. I'm really glad.
Influencing people to come and do something different. Yeah.
No red tide. There's no signs of red tide. That's what we say. That's sort of our mantra. We're very careful about how we word it.
Oh, Colleen said you do a great job.
Roy. So Roy is the gentleman that is on the lives at Southwest Florida Television, and they do some lives, and there's a gentleman named Roy who's in his 90s, and he was on the beach every day, but he's been really sick and he's been in the hospital. So
And then we got Scott who's saying, put the camera on the people you're talking to. But
I don't know. The thing is with that is you really have to be careful putting people on camera. A lot of
Get
people don't,
upset.
like really people, especially if you're live,
yeah,
people
because,
really
what
don't
if
want to be
you
on
guys-
camera.
What if you're supposed to be at work and you're here,
Yeah.
and then we put them on a live broadcast, and then they find out and they're really ticked
Yeah,
off.
it's no accident that when we talk to people that approach us on the lives that I don't put them on camera. That's out of respect to them.
Mm-hmm.
Colleen says, "I'm sorry, Sandy, you do a great job too." Actually, I don't really think she does. I think that it's all me, and that, you know, I'm just dragging her along, you know.
All right, I do. Nobody has to tell me. I know I do. No. No,
After last night's live, I have a little bit to live up to.
yes, he does. See that? Die hard, doing it till it was dark out.
Yeah,
But
until
I
it
do
was dark
love that.
outside.
Yeah, It's just amazing. That sunset.
It was
just
gorgeous. I was sitting there eating dinner with my family. I'm like, we're watching the Naples photo blog. Yeah. Very cool.
It's like, wow. It's a wow.
Sal says, when I come down with my mistress, please keep me off the camera too. Sal, I promise you that if you come down with your mistress, I will not put you on camera.
But I will.
But Sandy will, because yeah, Sandy's gonna
I'm
play.
like, oh, look at Sal. Who's with? Oh, sorry, Sal. That's not your wife. Okay.
And now so now I'm like, all right, what's the ethical thing there? Because it's like, I can't support it, but yet, yeah, I'll keep you off camera, Sal. You and your mistress do what you gotta do. That's funny. And I know he's joking, so we don't need anybody
He's
to...
joking. Even though we want to say
Maybe.
different strokes
Maybe
for
he's
different
joking.
folks.
I tend to think that the guy who's going to do it isn't the guy who's going to say he's going to do it. So
No.
if you're the wife of Sal,
He's
feel
an
confident in
awesome
that he's
guy.
joking about it.
And also, you know, I told you guys before, I told Brandon I was at the beach club and I was doing the live. Not the last time, but the time before. So maybe a month ago. And I didn't notice, but my friend Deb noticed a lot of people were doing this.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
They
I've
did
seen
not
it.
want to be on camera.
There,
And
I
I'm
don't-
just like trying to get through the crowd, and I'm trying to hold it actually higher so I don't get their faces, but I end up, of course, getting some people's faces, but I don't mean to.
Sal's wife just smacked him in the head for saying that. Probably rightfully so. No, it's true though, because I don't know if any of the followers who are on here right now will remember. Some of you guys were here when we were doing it, I remember. It was during the season when it was cooler and I walk on the beach. And I was walking a little further north of here. I was walking on the beach and there was a gentleman who I was passing by, and he literally hid his face and kind of gave like a sour look to me. And I remember commenting on it with the live streamers. I remember saying like, you know, what is this guy's problem? Like, why is he acting like this? And then somebody said, because he's probably not supposed to be there. And I was like, I'll bet you that's what
Probably
it
not
is.
supposed to be there. Or he's on, what is, the
Or he's on
post office-
disability.
He's
He's
at
out walking
yeah.
the
Or
beach.
or he's on the post office wall. And it's a
Yeah, or he's
picture.
on the post office wall. That's
And,
right.
Yeah, he's America's Most Wanted.
Yep. You never know. You never know.
Brandon's taking videos of him, or me. Yeah. That
Witness
plane's
protection program. Yeah, that plane's high. That other plane was really low. I don't think I've ever seen a plane that low coming down the beach, except for the helicopter, the sheriff's helicopter. And it is an issue with the drones. And by the way, I'm a drone flyer. And so you probably aren't even aware. So the rules with the drones are, not that you really care, but I figured
I
I'd...
want to know drone rules.
So I love my drone. I have a really nice drone, love flying it, and I would love to be able to take it up and show you guys more. And
Me
we
too.
even have the ability on this drone that I have to do live stream like this from the drone, and I can still talk because the microphone picks up from the phone. So the drone goes up and you get the image from the drone, and we still talk like we're talking right now. It's really cool. The problem is that you're not allowed to fly a drone within 5 miles of the Naples airport. Obviously, we're within
any
that
airport.
range. You are allowed if you call the tower and get permission. But, and I've always done that when I've done it. But the problem is I don't think the tower is too fond of drones in the area because planes coming into Naples airport come in fairly low. And
Like that guy.
like the one guy that went down the beach, I mean, that could have been a problem. And that reminds me, so there was a video posted this week from in the Fort Lauderdale area, Hollywood, Florida. And there was a drone flying right about the 400-foot mark, and a helicopter went just underneath the drone. And I mean, it was so close. It was ridiculously close. So now the FAA is doing investigation and all this stuff. So it's not pretty. So anyways, I tend to just not fly my drone, but I'm going to do it soon. Probably when it cools down a little bit, I'd like to do it, but I'm going to have to call and get the tower's permission. And sometimes I think they let you, sometimes they don't. I've never been denied, but the reason I haven't lately is because I've heard that they are denying people.
Kathy said she's coming in tomorrow and she'd like to say hi to us.
All right, well, tomorrow we're not going to be out here tomorrow morning. We have a...
Maybe me in the evening, but I don't know.
Sandy might be out
now
in the
I
evening.
can't disclose where I'm going.
Yeah, Sandy's
Security
not allowed.
issues.
Not allowed to talk about where she is.
I could be anywhere.
Is it Kathy that said it?
Kathy, yeah.
So Kathy,
Not
I
your mom.
think we'll be out here on Thursday for sure. So at least I will. Sandy's always like, you know, whatever. I tell her, you know, you don't have to come out in the morning. It's up to you, because she does the evenings too. So if you see us, please do come up and say hi.
It is beautiful. It's just starting to get warm.
It is getting warm. Man, when I first come out here in the mornings, it's so pretty. There's 2 jet skis way out there.
Yeah, and you guys know when there's jet skis, it can't be too bad, because you wouldn't want that if it's dirty
No,
water
yeah.
to go on.
It's definitely humid, Jill. It is definitely
Are
humid.
those jet skis? They look too big.
Well, they're moving like jet skis. That's
They're
all I'll
moving
say.
like jet skis, but they look.
Hi, Gina.
I can see them
Hi, Janet. And Michael.
big. Maybe it is. Maybe it's a big jet.
I think they're jet skis. The way they just turned, that's a jet ski.
Well, don't they have those tiny little fast boats?
Yeah, I just don't know if they turn like that.
More of a.
I so want to do a jet ski, Sandy. I want to go on a jet ski, and I want to have a waterproof camera, which you already have, and I want to go out and like get some great footage for the live.
Oh, so I wanted to tell you, Brandon. So I was taking yesterday here with Brandon. So I had and I don't have it on my bike now. So it's my new. It's not a GoPro. It's a knockoff to a GoPro.
You can just call it a GoPro.
Well,
It's a GoPro.
Yes.
You got a new
That's a brand
GoPro.
name, so it's not really that. But anyway, that works like one. And so I took like 5 different videos yesterday on my bike. And it does only the batteries. You get 2 batteries with it. It lasts about maybe just under an hour. It says an hour and a half, and it really doesn't. It's really more like an hour. But I took videos riding my bike, and I took videos when I was here, when Brandon was doing the live yesterday. And not paying attention to what I was pointing it to. Like most of the time, it was looking at this.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I could hear you, and it does have sound, but it's real muffled because it's in a waterproof case.
I got it.
So, anyway, so when I was on my bicycle, it's picking up all the bicycle noise and road noise.
Oh, really?
It's like a muffled click, click, click.
Like
click.
not a good noise.
Not a good noise. So, in order to show you guys, I think we'd have to edit it with some music.
Yeah, well, I can
Something
do that.
fun.
Put it on a thumb drive and give it to me.
Because otherwise, it's annoying. It's like you
I
guys.
have
wouldn't wanna
I have a professional editing program. So just put it on a thumb drive, whatever video clips you want me to use, and I'll edit it.
Okay.
And do that.
Cool, Mom. Cool, Mom. But yeah, so I'm like, oh, it sounded horrible. I did send that one clip. It's a 12-minute clip to my parents because it was a gift from my parents
Yeah.
for my birthday. So I sent
That's
it
a
to
nice
them
gift.
just so they could see that I'm actually using it and what it sounds like on the bike. And again, it's not a good sound. And even if I talk, it would be so muffled. Way more than this. It's a lot worse of a sound. So it's more of a like underwater, waterproof type of thing where there's not going to be a lot of noise. And again, editing with music would be nice.
Yeah, we can do that. Linda says hi from Naples, and Tom says time for a helmet cam. Didn't you talk about a helmet camera?
Yeah, I do have the attachments to stick it to my helmet, and I'm still still a new toy, so I'm still playing with it. But yeah, there's the one that goes on your head. So I want to try to figure out if I have the right attachment. It's a chest mount as well, so you can put it so it's like a harness that goes around
Yeah, that would
you.
probably be much better.
Yeah, I kind of like that better too because
It's not going to move quite as much.
right, and then if
Jitter. It's not going to jitter.
right, because if it's here, then and also I can say, oh, it's still there. Uh-oh, puppy dog. Yeah, because when it's on your head, I mean, and it is everywhere you're looking, but it would be the same way with your chest too,
Yeah.
right?
You know what I was thinking would be cool? Totally off subject, but I was thinking about it again because I cannot get my eyes off those jet skis. Is, you know, you and I are going to be doing some stuff with Pure Florida, like out on the boats and stuff. Well, I mean, nothing announced yet, but like, you know, if we go out on some boats, and I'm thinking like, you know, the jet boat or something like that, it'd be cool if like we scheduled something where Naples Photo Blog members that were in town at some point, like if we could schedule it and all of us go out on a boat together and just have a good time, like on a jet boat ride. That would be fun.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have enough people that would be willing to do that, but I think it'd be fun.
Small boat, boat. It's like
Yeah.
maybe 20 passenger boat.
Yeah, I think that'd be
And they do
really
Groupons
cool.
all the time, guys. So if we wanted to do a Groupon and everybody do the Groupon, that would be great.
One day we will do the jet skis. I know we will. One day we will. Did you guys see the news where the airplane landed on Alligator Alley?
Oh, yeah, I did, yeah.
Airplane landed on Alligator Alley. They were safe. And then
Gotta do what you gotta do.
you gotta do what you gotta. Listen,
Hey,
there's probably no better place if you're going between here and like, if you were on a small plane between here and Fort Lauderdale or Miami,
How are you?
just fly over
Good.
I-75 across.
Oh, there's a baby.
Yeah, we'll keep you guys updated on that. It's just an idea because I know at some point you and I are going to go out on that thing. I know it. And I know we're going to go out on some other boats too. And it would be really cool if we could somehow do it to where we had the Naples photo bloggers buying up tickets for a certain outing. You know, get 20, 25 people on there. I don't know how many it holds, but it's got to be roughly that.
Yeah.
And all of us
It's like
just
15 to 20
meet
for
up
that
and then
jet
go out. I think that'd be really fun. And then do it on a live with all of us.
Yeah.
Because my phone's waterproof. I could figure out the gimbal, and then you do it on your 4K thing there. So we have a live, and then later we go out and we post the like 4K footage. That'd be cool.
Yes, would be cool. That's a nice lady from yesterday.
Yeah, I saw her. All right. Are you going to the gym tonight?
Most likely, yes.
You gonna do cardio with me tonight?
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna pump some weights first.
I'm gonna lift weights first, and then I'm gonna do some cardio.
What are you gonna work on?
Today is chest, some biceps, throw in some legs, call it a day, and an hour of cardio.
So I'm gonna give Brandon a little, and you can do whatever you want. Anybody can. But if you're mixing up muscle groups, when you do chest, you do tris, because when you lift with chest,
You're also
your
doing the
secondary
tris.
muscle you're using is a tricep.
Yep.
I'm also a fitness instructor, but I don't instruct. I just do it for fun.
Well, whenever I say biceps, triceps are included in that.
Gotcha.
I never do biceps without triceps.
So when you do back, it's back and bi, because when you do a back, you're always seem to
Well,
be
so here's the thing
pulling
on that.
with biceps.
So you're right. Here's the thing on that. I've adopted a philosophy because I feel I've been pretty successful with my biceps and triceps. My shoulders I've been really successful with. I'm still working on the whole chest thing. My chest doesn't react the way a lot of guys' chests do, but my shoulders react a lot better than a lot of people. So it's sort of this yang thing about figuring out what your body does. Because one thing I've learned about weightlifting is there's body types, and like people's bodies respond differently to the weightlifting. But I typically do one body part a week, except for my biceps and triceps. I do my biceps and triceps twice a week.
Okay.
So I also do them on back day, but I don't do them as hard. So one day I do like a really heavy bicep lift, and then one day I do kind of like a burnout
Yeah.
bicep.
Just keep going lighter weights. Just
Yeah.
5 repetitions.
Go until you can't go anymore.
It's a good way. It's a good cardio way to do it.
So, Fred, thankfully, we've kept the tone of making fun at Mike. So we're all gonna go out on the jet boat, and Mike's gonna come down, and we're all gonna go out on the jet boat. And Fred says that Mike does a clown show on the jet boat. And we have to meet Mike. And I'll tell you this, if I meet you, Mike, I know you don't do the clown thing anymore. Mike, I know Mike doesn't do the clown thing anymore.
But you could probably.
But
do
how
some
cool
jokes.
would that be? How cool would that
You
be if we met Mike and Mike went clowns for us? Like, I think that it would.
Actually in costume.
No, I'm serious. Like, I think that would be the most awesome thing ever.
And I wore my helmet.
I think it would be the coolest
kidding,
thing
I would
ever.
not.
I would be disappointed if I met Mike and couldn't get him to do the clown thing,
Aw.
because he is certified from the Ringling Brothers Clown School. Like, I don't know that I know anybody who's ever done that. I would want to see it. So Mike, we're asking Mike that if we ever get the chance to meet you, and I know you're up north, right off I-75, like 1,000 miles
You
north,
never
he said,
know.
I would say to you, please do it. Let's do it.
Austin's saying it's good to see kids on the beach.
Good morning, Austin. Austin's one of our Patreon members, so thank you, Austin. Greatly appreciate it. Him along with Tom Clinch and Virginia and Sue. And you guys are awesome. There's a lot of you guys. Birdie. Oh, look, they're doing the beach. They're grooming the beach.
Yay.
Maybe I was just about to end the live. Maybe I have to keep it on for a few more minutes because I'm sure they're gonna come down here. Oh, you know what? There's Beachcomber Dave. Oh, we got to get Beachcomber Dave.
Yeah, but look, how far down do they go?
They circle. But I don't understand. Maybe I'll have to ask Dave about it. Dave's on the phone, but I'll have to ask him. Well, what they do is they circle and circle tighter, and then they move to another block. And they do it like in blocks.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while.
It does not take that long though, believe it or not. If Dave wasn't on the phone, I'd talk to him about it. And then anybody who doesn't know the story, Beachcomber Dave had a standoff with the
Yeah, he's not the one that actually does the beach combing.
He doesn't do the beach combing. He's the guy who had a standoff with the beachcomber, and he told us the story about it later. And it wasn't anything aggressive, but it was hilarious. He wasn't moving, and he didn't move, and the guy just ran circles around him for a few minutes. And this is the first time I've seen the beachcomber back since that standoff.
And at this time.
Yeah, this is a crazy time to do it. I used to live 2 blocks from the beach, and he would come out like 6 o'clock in the morning, and they were doing it when nobody was out here with the lights on, the headlights on the tractor. And now for some reason they're doing beach combing at, what time is it? It's 10 o'clock in the morning, and they're doing beach combing, and there's people all over the beach.
So that's strange.
It doesn't make any sense to me, because there's no way they're going to be able to move all these people. So I think he's just going around them. Beachcomber Dave just walked away. So I'm going to have to ask him what's up with that. He left his chair though, so he's not leaving.
I don't see him. Where's that beachcomber guy?
He's right over there. You're too short, Sandy. You can't see over the bushes.
I can't
All
see over
5
the
feet of you. Let's look at it from your perspective. So let's see.
I see nothing.
So she sees nothing.
I'm like, where? I can hear it.
It's out there, Sandy. I promise you it's out there.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there she goes. So this is how Sandy's going to have to see the world sometimes. It's her only option.
It's all right. As long as there's a bench, I can stand on it.
Sandy, look at all the people on the beach today. So for anybody wondering about beach conditions, here it is, a Tuesday morning. There are people, there are people all over the beach, and there's people all in the water.
Chase European vacation.
Get on Brandon's shoulders. Hey, I'm strong enough to do it, but I'm so sweaty. I think she would end up
Slip
like,
off.
yeah, she might not even be able to stay on.
I'd slip off of the sweat. Ew. Ew. Yeah, he goes pretty far down. He's like going off.
I hear a helicopter. I don't see it, but I hear it.
Is that a sailboat?
Yeah, it's a sailboat. I think he's been out there. I don't think he's left. Yeah, he's anchored, and I think he was overnight. I think he overnighted it, which is like so amazing. The idea of that would be so cool. I think he stayed out there overnight. Here comes the helicopter. Is he still out there? Yeah, he's still out there. I was gonna go, but I'll hang on till he comes by. I want to see how he's gonna do it with all these people out here. And plus, I want people to see what the beach looks like after it gets groomed. So once they groom the beach, guys, if you've ever like been snow skiing and you see how it has like the beautiful ridges and all that in the snow.
Definitely not gonna be nice lines because he's just.
No, it's not gonna be nice. Oh, because he's
Well,
because he's
it is.
turning so much because of all the
Turning
people.
so much.
But
I mean, it's gonna be nice lines, just not.
yeah, it leaves the beach in really pristine look.
throw that purple flower here?
No, it's just there.
Oh, you gotta show this to everybody.
Duck down, Sandy. Duck down.
Oh. I forgot that was going.
Hello. Hello, hello.
Sorry.
And you know what's funny is it's the only one.
Look.
It's the only one.
There's a bud next to it.
I showed it yesterday. I showed it yesterday. Yeah, and there's another one blooming. But there's no other ones. That's what's crazy.
That's a, see, you know what? It's a vine mixed in with
Yeah,
the
you know-
sea oats.
You know what Scott's gonna say? Yeah, that Scott's gonna say, "Oh, you can eat it."
Yeah.
Scott Riley's gonna say, "Oh, you can eat it."
Those are those vines that come up to the beach.
Yeah, because there's no more of them. That's the only one.
Yeah. They're so pretty. I got a couple pictures of those.
I always loved Bozo too. I was actually a big fan of Bozo the Clown as a kid.
I did, but I got scared.
You got scared of him?
Yeah.
I thought Bozo the Clown was like the coolest thing ever. Like it.
I got scared.
That's why I've never had a fear of clowns. Like some people have the clown fear.
Yeah,
Because I think Bozo the Clown was like.
Hey, let's see if Brandon remembers the horror movie, The Clown. Oh wait, it wasn't called The Clown. It was called.
Well, there was one called Killer Clowns that was awesome.
Okay, no.
But it was
wasn't
really
that one.
lame now when you look back on
Like
it.
the
But
very first scary clown movie. That was a long time ago.
I never really did scary movies.
Oh,
I'm really
see, I
wimpy with
watched-
scary movies, and I don't like them to this day. Like, no, I don't like sad movies. I don't do sad very well.
Oh, I don't.
I don't like sad. I've never understood the whole sad movie thing because to me, like if I walk out of a movie theater sad, then I paid somebody to make me sad. I don't want to be sad. I don't handle sad well. You know what I mean? Like sad is a very
Sad.
yeah. Like I know that sounds so obvious, and like everybody would say that, but yet I think some people like getting that side of them out.
Clowns.
I
Or
don't.
Clowns from Outer Space.
Yes. No, that's the movie.
Isn't it?
Oh my God, listen, I remember watching that movie, and I'm sure looking back it's so lame, but I'm telling you, it's terrifying.
You know what ducks eat.
What?
That's from Scott. Scott's funny.
Needs to try try snipe hunting. He likes stupid comedies. Yes, my mother knows. I think Dumb and Dumber is one of the best movies that's ever been made, and
Funny, yes.
I did like the second one, but it just wasn't the same.
Yeah.
The last one. But gosh, Dumb and Dumber, it just, and you know what? And the only thing that rivals it for me is the Naked Gun movies. The Naked Gun movies to me are just Leslie Nielsen.
That forever.
Oh my
Airplane.
gosh. Airplane's good, but like to me it's Leslie Nielsen, but it's Naked Gun. It's
Yeah, I gotta watch Naked
that
Gun
character
again.
is just so hilarious. I love stuff like that. And then there's the scene where he's like supposed to be like introducing the queen, and he goes into the he's a speaker to introduce her, and he doesn't turn his microphone off, and he goes to the restroom, and the whole time that the Queen of England is in front of the podium, he's in the bathroom urinating, and it's all on audio.
God.
It's the funniest thing ever. It is the funniest thing. Now I'm literally just gonna have to YouTube it,
I know, me too. I'm like, oh my gosh. I know.
because you can
I've seen it.
YouTube just that
It's been a long
scene.
time.
It's classic.
Oh, I'm sure. You guys watch it? Oh, Elf every Christmas.
Elf is good. Elf is really good. I love all the Chevy Chase Lampoon's movies.
Ricky the Clown. Ricky the Clown.
Ricky the Clown. I don't know Ricky the Clown.
Sounds familiar. I'm not positive. He's still on the phone. Or is this you?
Oh man, I wish I could talk to Dave. Your buddy's back. Your buddy, the beachcomber. Dave just walks off with a smile on his face. Caddyshack was good. I think Caddyshack's hilarious, but I don't know. It was one of those that I just, timing wise, I think I just missed it a little bit. Not that it's like too old for me, but I sort of liked, I sort of like the older Chevy and the older Dan Aykroyd characters.
I don't know. I thought it was so funny. Wasn't it Caddyshack where they're eating an Almond Joy candy bar, and then Chevy Chase is eating it, slips in or the kid or somebody, and it slips in the pool. That's right. Chevy Chase had to clean it
Yeah.
because they all thought it was poopy
Yes.
floating in the pool.
So
But
I
it was
watched.
a candy bar, and Chevy Chase goes and eats it.
If you watch the documentary on that movie, they talk about how basically if you could remember the movie, if you were in the movie and you remember it, then you weren't a big part of the movie because the drug use was so rampant on the set that they
Wow.
say they cannot remember scenes from the movie that they filmed and they're in. They don't remember it.
I mean, the people actually producing it.
Yeah. And the guy, and I never knew this, the guy who was the main producer of the movie, the executive producer, is one of the Ghostbusters from the movie Ghostbusters, which I did not know that.
I like the Ghostbusters.
Yeah, Ghostbusters is pretty cool.
Yeah. I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Scott says, how do I know what snipe hunting is? Who told me? I know what snipe hunting is. I know it's the joke. I know it's the joke. But I also learned about it from the movie Up. Because in the movie Up, the old man...
Great.
Yeah, it is a great movie. The old man has the kids snipe hunting, and the snipe being a bird. And of course, that movie made me sort of like look into what snipe hunting was, and I realized, oh, it's a joke. So
I thought you were talking about being a sniper.
No.
See, I like watching war movies. So I just watched Saving Private Ryan
oh, Saving Private Ryan's good.
last night.
Oh, had you not seen it before?
Oh, no, I've
Oh,
seen
okay,
it 5
okay,
times.
okay.
It's such an amazing movie. Makes you think about what all these
Oh, what they went through? It's insane.
people, just everybody,
It's
and what they're
insane.
doing now. I mean, there's so many that are.
Yeah, I think
Ending
more.
their
I think
life
more
for
people
us.
that are young today need to watch
to
movies
watch
like that because
understand
they're
what happened
pretty
back in
historic.
1944.
Yeah, and they're pretty historically accurate, is my understanding. And I think that if more kids today, young people today, saw movies like that, then they would have more of an appreciation for this country.
America.
Yeah.
And stop making fun of our president.
I don't even mind the making fun of the president. I don't like the idea that we're not going to accept it is my issue. You know, listen, get over it.
Someone's on my bike. Watch my bike.
I don't know how long it's going to take him to get here. I don't know if he's coming.
Oh, but your mom agreed with me
About what?
about thinking that snipe hunting meant a sniper.
Oh.
Like a
Well, then
sniper,
Scott, it was successful. You got Sandy. You didn't
And
get
your
me,
mom.
but you got Sandy
And your mom.
and my mom.
Your mom agreed. She thought that it meant the same thing. Snipe hunting was a sniper that sniped people by letting not. And there's a sniper and there's that movie called American Sniper.
Yep, I've never seen it.
Oh my God, Brandon's
good?
gotta watch that. It is another amazing movie. You will be yeah.
So I'm showing the. Oh yeah, Scott. I'll talk about that in a second. I wasn't even going to bring that up because I actually forgot about it, but I'll bring that up. So guys, look. I don't know if it's going to happen. I don't think I'm gonna. I've got to get going. I'm not going to be able to stay. But
I knew it was gonna take too long.
there's the beachcomber,
Yeah.
and there's Beachcomber Dave.
The only way you could do it.
And
is
there's
drive
the
down
beachcomber.
there And then get it. Wow.
I know, but the whole thing was I wanted to get Beachcomber Dave
Yeah. It's gonna be way too
with a
long.
battle royale with the Beachcomber. It's not going to happen. So did you hear about the Oaks Farm thing?
No. What happened?
So the
I like
the
that.
owner of Oaks Farms, I don't know if it was just frustration built up. I don't know what.
Controversy happened?
Yeah, so basically he made a Facebook post yesterday or day before. I think it was the day before, maybe yesterday.
It was on the news?
Yeah, Naples Daily News has picked it up and it's an issue. But he basically called out the youth of this country and was talking about how they don't have an appreciation for the country and how they're moving socialist and they're losing their way. And I mean, he poured it on. I mean,
Wow.
poured it on. It was heavy.
In his own opinion.
Yeah, he put it out there. And it's funny because a lot of people are now saying they won't shop at. This is so funny because this is America, which I think this is what's great about America, this part of it. So while he said that, a lot of business owners would never say that. And I don't even care what opinion you have. even if it was the other side. I love free market. I think free market works because basically a lot of people are like, we're never going to go there again. But now he has customers saying they're not going to go anywhere else, that they're going to go to Oaks Farms now. That's where they're going to go. And it's like, that's the way it's supposed to work. But yeah, man, he put it out there.
Wow.
So Scott is saying, did you see the post Alfie put on his business page? No, Scott. Educate me a little bit on that.
I don't know who Alfie is.
I don't know who Alfie is, but I'm assuming it's the restaurant owner of, I think it's a pizza place, maybe. Oh, he's coming. There's the beachcomber. And there's beachcomber Dave.
Yeah, but no one else is moving either.
Yeah, Dave's battle will be easy today because nobody else is moving. But I know one thing, he's not moving. Oh, that's the owner. Okay. Well, I knew that the owner of Oaks Farms put that on the page, but I did not know his name was Alfie. I didn't know that that's the same guy we were referring to. All right, Sandy, I think I'm done.
Yeah, sorry I messed up Brandon's lapsing video.
No, you didn't. It'll never see you because it's only one shot a second.
Oh, okay, because like I think my whole head wouldn't.
That's all right. Your stinking bike helmet.
Oh,
If you didn't have that 6 inches on top of your head.
I know. I hate when that happens. I forgot it was on. It's just like a piece of furniture I just went in front of.
All right.
Yeah, I should say that.
All right. Judith's asking, why would they groom the beach this time of the day? Yeah, we're wondering the same thing.
Such a decision,
It's like
yeah.
the worst time to do it. I have no clue of why they're doing it
Something
now.
may have happened where he was supposed to do it earlier, and
Yeah,
then something
maybe.
else came up, and then now they're like, you need to do that. You screwed up, and somehow time got away from you, so do it.
Yeah,
So he
it
probably
seems
had
like-
to make a decision and just.
Yeah.
did it, but yeah.
And my understanding from Dave is that it's privately contracted. That's not from the city. I think the machine on the back is from the city,
Yeah,
but the tractor and the driver I think is privately contracted. Is what Dave said because he's talked to the guy.
Okay.
So I don't know how it all works, but that's my understanding.
I mean, I would think like some of these people that live on the beach, they have so much money that I might say, hey, dude, I want to hire you to like.
yeah,
like
but it's not a
putting
public. It's not a private beach.
So they couldn't do that.
No, not here.
Oh.
It's not a private beach.
They couldn't just say, hey, I'm going to pay $100. Come on out.
I don't think
Call
so.
'em 100, put
I mean, I
something.
think it would be. I think they would get in trouble for that.
Oh, because part of it's the city's.
Yeah.
What if they asked the city,
Well, then that's probably what happened here.
gave them a cut, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how that would work.
Thinking that could happen.
You think that
City
could-
always could use money, right?
Oh yeah.
They'll be like, yeah, just do it. Just don't run over anyone.
So Scott is saying it's the last day. I think he's referring to Oaks Farms for $7.99 a pound lobster.
Wow. Yeah, Oaks Farms, I really like them.
So you know
it's
what's
so clean.
crazy?
Willing to help you all the time.
I've never had lobster.
Wow.
I've never eaten lobster.
Brandon hasn't lived yet.
I don't. I'm a very vanilla ice cream kind of guy. Literally. I mean, that's all I eat is vanilla ice cream. I don't do chocolate. I don't do the swirls. I don't do.
Oh my god.
It's vanilla ice
Like
cream.
he's still a baby. Come on, Kathy, get your son to.
Like
grow
I
up
like
and try
strawberry.
other
I love
things.
strawberries, but I don't want strawberry in my ice cream. And like I love strawberries and I love cherry and
He
I love.
probably doesn't even eat Reese's with the chocolate.
Oh,
and the
I've
peanut
eaten
butter.
Reese's. I've eaten Reese's.
I
It's
know,
not my
mixed
preferred
together.
choice. But here's the thing though. So my wife makes fun of me because I mean she gets the biggest kick out of this. That like I love lemon, and then I love lemon ices. But if I go to get a lemon icy, I don't want bits of lemon in my icy. I don't want the mix. So don't mix my fruit and my sweets. You know, just because it's strawberry doesn't mean I want strawberry ice cream. I don't want strawberry ice cream. I want strawberries and I want vanilla ice cream, and I want them separate. All right, I feel like I just...
Are you watching us?
How you doing?
Awesome.
I feel like he's gonna be here in a minute.
I know, right?
Normally we're gone by now, but I want to see the beachcomber. Yeah, I'm trying to see the beachcomber.
You can't ride bikes on the beach, can you?
Can you?
You know what? I don't know. That's a and you got the fat wheels too, right? I do. Yeah. You know what you do? You do it until they say
That's
you
what I was just
can't.
gonna say. Yeah.
Complete ignorance.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Scott, I've never had stone crabs, but unlike lobster, I do want to try stone crabs. So where can I get? I know Scott. Man, I'm glad Scott's on this page because I know Scott's gonna get me the hookup. Scott, tell me where. Scott, tell me where to go get prepared stone crabs. I don't want to have to do anything myself because I'll ruin them.
And especially if they'll like break the stone crabs for Brandon.
I
at
want to
least
know.
for
I
me,
want
like,
to try
I
stone
actually
crabs
like
because
that.
I know that it's like stone crabs is sort of like the Southwest Florida delicacy, and I want to try it. And I know they don't have to kill the crab, which is even better.
Correct. You are right.
So I want to try
It's a lot
that.
of work though.
I know, but that's why they're expensive,
They're
right?
good, but they're a lot of work.
Like
No,
they're a
I
lot of
mean,
work on your end.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Because you gotta bust all that shell off, and everybody serves them on the shell, so it's work.
So Scott, tell me where to go get some. I don't even know that you can right now.
Like if Brandon wanted complete satisfaction,
If I wanted,
right away,
yeah,
you're not
if
gonna get
I,
it. It's like
well, I don't
parking
mind.
a mile away
No,
from the
no,
beach.
no. That requires real work.
Yeah.
I
so
can use my
does-
hands when it comes to food.
so does,
I'll
like,
work for
so-
food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you eat shrimp?
I love shrimp.
Okay. So do you peel? Do you have it already peeled? Peel and
I don't
eat?
mind peeling it. I don't mind peeling it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I
it's
don't mind
work.
like with peanuts. I don't mind shelling my own peanuts. I prefer that.
Well, that's a lot faster.
Like sunflower seeds. I prefer sunflower seeds in the shell. So I don't mind the effort. And by the way, I'm a master seeder of sunflower seeds. I'm the guy who takes the entire, who with sunflower seeds takes the entire cheek, can put it out to here, and I can just pop them out.
Wow.
That's me.
That's like
I love it.
baseball player.
Oh yeah, there's no baseball player that can outdo me in sunflower seeds. I got the sunflower seed down.
That's hilarious.
I gotta wait on Scott to tell me where to get stone crabs.
And it's a certain time of year too.
Yeah, that's the thing is I'm not even sure I can get them right now.
So all those stone crabbers go crabbing, and then they bring them up, and you know what? Even right now with all this red tide, who knows if that's even?
Yeah,
they
that's
get
true.
them somewhere else. They're probably not going to get them right in this area. I would.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. There was a time where I was on the pier, and a guy, I don't really know how stone crabbing works, but a guy actually caught one on the pier. So I don't know if they bite fishing lines, but a guy actually got a stone crab
I think it's
on his
in
fishing line.
In like just like a.
That's what I thought, like a crab pot.
Yeah, like a pot. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I need to get going.
Yeah, he's
But
getting a little closer.
I really wanted to see this guy just for the sake of knowing that Dave isn't moving. And I just find so much comedy in that. Now, it's not going to be as funny since other people aren't moving.
And it's taking a long time.
It is taking a long time. But I just want to see it, just for the comedic value of it.
Yeah, and I'm it's like getting a little. But then there's people like you guys are watching the live. You either have gotten off and back on, or we got new people back on, and they don't know how long it's taking for this guy to get over here because it's taking a long time.
Scott says Grimm Seafood on DuPont Street in Everglades City.
Oh, there you go.
You can eat them on the dock overlooking the water right after they bring them in. So Scott, are they serving them now? I'm curious. No, and to my mom, I don't think this is like crab legs per se. This is not crab legs. This is the claw. They break off one claw and they throw the crab back, and the crab regrows the one claw. They keep the one claw so that the crab can defend itself and eat and do all that. So it's like a sustainable way, but it's the claw. It's not the legs. It's the claw, right? It is the claw.
The claw.
Yeah.
It's just a bigger claw. It's big. It's not as
Oh,
big as
Scott says October 15th it opens. but he's not sure with the red tide.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what's going to happen.
Man, I hope
now.
so, because I really want to try it this year. I want to try stone crabs.
Because those babies have been growing, but they're saying in the news and that if something stays alive for that long, has been going through it, then they're healthy.
Yeah, and I would think after a certain period of time they clean themselves out, right?
Sure, let's just say that.
Yeah.
They're bottom feeders, as my mom would say. My mom doesn't eat bottom feeders because you know what bottom feeders eat?
Yeah, that's what my wife says. She doesn't eat shrimp for that very
Stuff on
reason.
the bottom.
But the thing is, you're eating the claw. You're not eating like a shrimp. You're eating everything. The
Yeah,
shrimp,
but
you're eating the
everything
digestive system. You're eating it all.
Yeah, but it's everything he's ingested in his body and has come out in his
Yeah, I
claw.
know.
It's
But
the
like at
front
least
of
with the
his body.
shrimp, I can say, okay, I get it, because you see that little
But
black line running down through it, which is like
Yeah, like
the
ooh.
digestive tract.
Yeah. Like
But
nasty. It's like, ooh,
at
look,
least with
he's
the
eating it.
with the stone crab, it's the claw, and I can overlook all that.
Yeah, you just have to imagine you're eating a steak.
They're very addicting, he says. They're addicting.
Yes.
All right. Well, then I'm making it my purpose this year to try stone crabs.
And lobster.
I'll try lobster. I'm
I'll
not
try
like
lobster.
excited about lobster though. I am excited about stone crabs.
And if you're not sure about how to make a lobster, don't ask me because
I'm not making a lobster.
But have someone else cook it up for you.
Well, if I do it, I'm going to a restaurant.
Oh.
I'm not gonna make. I've never had a lobster. I'm not gonna make my own and ruin it.
Oaks Farms and buy one. It's
Yeah,
on
but
sale since
do they
Scott.
make them? Do they cook them?
They might. Publix might do it too. Publix, you guys, they're really cool. You can go to Publix. I've gone there to get a piece of fish. That's a raw piece of fish, and ask them to cook it for me and season it for me. They do it for nothing. And you take it right home. They'll boil it. They'll broil it is really what they can do for you immediately. They'll broil it. So
Very
you can
cool.
get a fresh piece of whatever. I think I had salmon, had the guy cook it, and I took it right home, or flounder, and he like cooked it right there and seasoned it with their Publix seasoning. And I'm like, well, and it was like $4.
You know, I just had a thought. What we should do tonight
So good.
is we should live from the gym when we're on the cardio machines.
I know that's what they were saying earlier.
Oh, they were saying
Oh,
that? All right, that's what we'll do then. We'll do that tonight.
You gonna bring that?
Yeah, so, well, yeah, I don't want to bring the gimbal.
And it's like,
We'll just have to figure it out. But here's the thing. So tonight, I'm going to go to the gym. Sandy's going to go to the gym. I'm going to lift. She's going to lift. And then we'll do cardio together and we'll talk to you guys. So look for us this evening, 5:30-ish. We'll be going live. This should be interesting. So we'll go live. Let's see. I think he's coming. So there's Dave. Beachcomber Dave. And there's the beachcomber. And Dave is definitely not going to move, but nobody else is moving either. And as per usual, everyone on the beach has thongs today. Seems to be the new trend. So it's just something we're all going to have to
you
accept.
guys don't know, but Brandon's got his on too.
Yeah, I've got mine on.
He wants
It's
to be in with the in crowd.
that'll be the day. That'll be the day. But it definitely is evidently now the standard for the beach. No longer can we say it's taboo, because it's just not. It's like everybody's got them on now.
Yeah. it's pretty much-
I don't know how people are that comfortable, but hey, whatever. So that one is City of Naples. That tractor is City of Naples.
That's on the back end of the front.
Yep. Don't move, Dave.
Study matches? Okay.
Hold your ground, Dave. Don't move, Dave. Don't give in to the man, Dave.
They don't have flounder in Naples. Kathy, I can't remember what it was. Your mom just said that.
Don't move, Dave. Make us proud,
Tell
Dave.
your mom maybe it was a red snapper or something.
Sandy says a red snapper.
I don't remember.
She doesn't remember.
It was a while ago, but they made it like one. Scott wants to know if we can zoom in.
Yeah, I know what Scott's wanting me to zoom in on, and it ain't Dave. Scott and I'm telling you right now, Scott, you and I have a connection, man. Like, we think the same. It's just that on my end, I have to, you know, I got to be cool about it. But Scott's my kind of guy, I can tell.
Yeah, but you can't be a perv, especially
No,
on,
can't be a perv.
media, social media.
Yep, not going to be a perv. All right, I was just going to show them real quick before I jump off. We're going to have to go, guys. But I want to show you guys what the beach looks like after this guy goes by. So you can see how rough the beach is, the sand, and basically they just come along and smooth it. And it's not just smoothing.
Wouldn't it be fun just to wreck it, you guys, just to run right through it?
Oh yeah, it's not just the smoothing though. The machine is actually picking up debris from underneath the sand because stuff gets, yeah, it puts the sand back down, but it takes the debris from underneath the sand and puts it in this contraption and hauls it off. So it's like a